Flosstube, it's Nancy, Quilting Stitcher. Today is July 23rd, 2018, and I believe this is my 26th video. I am filming in a different place today. I am outside on my back patio. So hopefully the lighting is really good out here. Hopefully you can hear me too, because I don't want to talk too loud. I don't want the neighbors to think I'm like completely lost my mind talking to my computer. They shouldn't be able to see me where I'm at, but I don't know. Um, First of all, I want to say welcome to my new subscribers. I've had a few in the last couple of weeks. I've had quite a few new subscribers, and I just want to say welcome to my channel. And welcome back if you are an old subscriber, because I appreciate you watching my videos. It's been a while. I'll just give some life updates before I jump into everything. I don't have a whole lot of room where I'm sitting, and so everything's just kind of piled up over here on a table. And so I am kind of just going to go in order of how it's stacked up here. And so nothing's going to be in order. It is hot in southern Idaho, I'm telling you. We are in the high 90s, and it has been this way since the day before the 4th of July or the 4th of July. We were all of June, we were in the mid 70s, and it was so nice and so beautiful. And the 4th of July hit, sorry, I'm trying to adjust this a little bit. 4th of July hit, and literally overnight it went from mid 70s to mid 90s, and we have not had a break in the heat at all. Usually this time of the year we get some afternoon thunderstorms that will bring in some rain showers and cool things down. None. And we've had, yeah, there's been some kind of storms that have come in, but they just brought lightning and started fires. So there's quite a bit of fires. It's kind of smoky out here. So anyway, what else has been happening? Oh, this is my second week back from vacation, my second work week back from vacation. I'm ready to go back on vacation. Vacation was so nice, and I didn't want to go back to work, and yeah, I'm back to work. And it was beautiful. We went down to southern Utah, but we were up in the mountains, and so we were at my husband's family owns a cabin up there, and we went and spent a week up there at his cabin. It was him and his 2 adult children and his daughter's boyfriend, and we had fun, and it was so relaxing. I did absolutely nothing. I had no plans, nothing. I sat and I cross-stitched, and that's what I did. In fact, I told my husband when we were trying to figure out what kind of food to take, I told him, I says, don't plan on me cooking. I said, so everything we take is going to have to be something we can, cook on over a fire or whatever. I says, because I'm not cooking. And so that's what we did. We just did really simple meals and snacked on a lot of snacks, and that was what we did, and it was so nice. The temperatures were wonderful. They were like in the mid 70s the whole time. In the afternoon, my neighbors are making noise. In the afternoon, there was a thunderstorms that would roll in. Oh my gosh, the thunder was just so loud, and it would rain, and then it would clear up and be as calm as could be, and the evenings were just beautiful. So it was fun, and didn't want to come back to reality, but whatever. Anyway, so let's start with my whips. I think that's what I'm going to start with because they are right here on top. Okay, so I don't have a whole lot of whips because I finished some stuff, and I haven't started anything new. So I kind of am trying to get my whip pile down to where I only have 2 or 3 at a time. So I'm just working on trying to work on stuff. Okay, so I started this and I showed the start in my last video. This is a piece I'm doing in honor of my mother. And this is a Blackbird's design. It's from the book Elizabeth Jane, I believe. Elizabeth Jane, and it's their anniversary series. And this actually is a bonus pattern in the Elizabeth Jane book. And this is the one I am stitching for my for my mom. And you can see the call for floss is Gentle Arts, I believe. Gentle Arts and Classic Colorworks. And it is very pink. I don't know if you can see or not. It is very pink and very blue. I decided not to use the overdyed floss because I didn't want to. I didn't have most of the colors, and I didn't want to go to the expense of ordering them because I have to order them. I can't buy them just locally, so I have to order them. So I decided to just go with the DMC equivalents. And I did change up a couple of the colors too. So anyways, that is what it's supposed to look like. And this is my version of it. So I still have another flower here, and then the house and the rest of the border. This is a fairly quick stitch up. I'm going to, I don't know if you can tell, very pink and blue. The DMC colors, the conversions, is more of a peach and peachy rust color. And then this is more of a gray green rather than blue. And the house bee, I think more gray green, made it more of a gray. Personally, I like this one better. I like my version better than theirs. Just my opinion. But I'm loving it. I love, love, love this. And this has just been stitched on a piece of 14 count Aida that I coffee and tea dyed. I don't know what brand. Do not know what brand. So there is whip number 1. And I'm going to put this behind me. Okay, whip number 2 is by Shepherd's Bush. It's another stocking. It's Charles's stocking. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. Do not have the chart for this one, the original chart. So this is the one I'm starting for July. I will show you in a minute. I finished up June's, but I didn't finish it up till July. But I'm trying to do one a month. I don't know if it's going to continue. I don't think I'm going to get one a month done, but I am going to try my darndest. And this is where I'm at. So this is his belly and his coat, and this is his back. And then there's a sash that comes down here. That's where I'm at. This is being stitched on 14 count Aida in French country. Let's see, what is it? It just went out of my head. Vintage country mocha. Country, I don't know. If you want to know, just let me know. You could go watch my other videos. I've mentioned it in there, or just leave a comment and I'll tell you what it is. It's going to drive me crazy. Vintage country mocha, I think is what it's called. So that is whip number 2. And whip number 3. So I keep this in my purse. So, and I take it, this is my purse project. So sometimes it doesn't get worked on a whole lot, but I take it everywhere I go. So if I'm with my husband and he runs into a store, I'll put a few stitches in while I'm waiting for him or whatever. So I am working on hands-on designs. This one is called Tree Farm. This is a series that she came out with at market, and there is 9 in the series. I plan on stitching them all. This is the one I am working on right now. And this is where I'm at. So this one I worked on. So when we went on vacation, it's a 7-hour drive down and a 7-hour drive back. And so I worked on this on the way home. And it's actually going really fast. These, if I was to just sit down a couple evenings, I could have these done. So, and I do plan on adding red into this. Priscilla, if you watch Priscilla, she has added red into hers. And I really like that idea. I don't know that I'm going to add red in the same places that she has added it, but I am going to add red into each of mine. So that's where I'm at on that one. And then that is all of my whips. All of my whips. Like I said, I have one that I finished, one of my finishes that was kind of my focus piece, and I worked on it all during vacation, and because I really wanted to get it done. So I don't have a whole lot of whips. Okay, so now for my finishes. Like I said, I'm very much room here. Okay, so the first finish I have is, let's start with this one. Hands-on Design, Zinc House Row. And this was my first project. I finished this up on the way down to vacation, on the way down to the cabin. I had the tree all done, and so I finished the houses and the shelf, added the stars. So, and like I said, I'm going to add red, not necessarily where Priscilla did. I'm not even sure if she stitched this one, but that's where I added my red. And I'm not sure, I think it's 8/16 maybe, I don't know, but if you want to know the red, I'm going to use I think I'm using 8/16 and 8/17, or 8/15 and 8/16, sorry, I think that's what I'm using, because there's one that I need 2 shades of red, and so anyway, I don't know. If you want to know what I'm using, I will, you know what, I can tell you, because it's right here. I'm using 8/16 and 8, I don't know, 8/16. 8/15. So this one is 8/15. And so then I'm going to use 8/16 for the shade lighter, because one of the charts I need to go a shade lighter on one of them. So anyway, so that was my first finish that I had. My next finish I had was Gray Schooler, and this is the one I was working on. I used all of the DMC called for colors. Mine is stitched on 14 count Ada that I coffee and tea dyed. Don't know what brand it is. The call for is lamb's wool, and I am planning on stitching all of the months, and I have ordered from 123 Stitch the lamb's wool in 14 count, because I'm going to do the rest of them on the lamb's wool on the call for fabric. So this is my finish. I love this. I loved everything about it. I actually took other stitching to work on while I was on vacation. I didn't want to put this one down. I think the last time I showed it, I had this much done minus the border. So on vacation, I finished it. I finished it all except for the border down here and the border around it. Okay, so there is one thing, is the letters, the brown letters is $8.98. And I had all the letters done, and then I had from the watermelon kind of up to here and over a little bit, done, and I ran out of $8.98, and I didn't have any in my stash, so I went to the place I buy my DMC that's local and bought some and started working across on the border, and it was a different shade. It was darker. So I ended up tearing out just the little bit of border I had done and did all the border in the darker one. So my letters and my border are two different colors. Same color number, just different dye lots. I love it. And I think I know how I'm going to finish it. I need to go to Hobby Lobby and see if I can find what I'm hoping I can find to finish it. And so it's going to be a while before it's done because I don't have a local Hobby Lobby. I love it. I just love it. This was so much fun to stitch. So I can't wait. I'm going to skip August. I'm not going to do August right now. Like I said, I'm going to do them all, but I'm not doing August right now. I'm going to go ahead and skip and do September next. So, but I can't start it until I get the fabric from 1, 2, 3 Stitch. Okay, my last finish. Ta-da! Shepherd's Bush stocking. I think this is Terry stocking, I think. This is the one I started in June. I'm trying to do one a month. Yeah, I finished it in July. In fact, I finished it after vacation. I had it all done. I thought I can get this done before vacation. I had everything done except for this house, this tree, and just a little bit of these borders. Didn't get it done. It was like 10 o'clock the night before we were leaving, and we were leaving at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I had to be up no later than 4. And so I didn't get it done. So when we got back from vacation, I finished those 2, and it's done. And then the moon on the chart, it's a face. It's really kind of hard to tell. But he has a face, and it was actually turned so he was looking down. And I didn't like it, so I turned him so he looked right. Or so it looked normal. Anyway, one a month. I am loving these Shepherd's Bush stockings. I thought, I'm doing every single one of them. And I thought, oh, I'm going to probably get really sick of them and going to have to just stop doing them for a few months. And I'm not. Every one of them is different, and I am just absolutely loving them. So those are my finishes. So the next thing I have to share is my haul. I have a few things. I don't have a whole lot. And I'm hoping I haven't showed these yet. So if I have, I apologize, because I got some stuff and I put them away, and other stuff I haven't put away, but I think the stuff I haven't put away I got before, and so I'm hoping I haven't showed you these yet. So if I have, I'm sorry. First one is by Little House Needleworks All Dolled Up series. This is Strawberry House. I love this. Love, love, love it. And then I also got Little House Needleworks Summer ABCs. I was not going to buy these. I wasn't going to buy this series. This is one series I wasn't going to get because I just have so much to stitch. And then she came out with the summer one, and I love it. It has watermelon and beehives and lemonade and ice cream and a quilt, and I love it. So I had to get it. I probably am not going to get the other ones, but I wanted that one. Okay, the next thing I got was Substrate Samplers. This is in her stack series. I don't know how many she's going to have. She's already got, she has 5 out now. I don't know if she's going to get more, if she's going to put more out, or if this is it. But I got Cow Pile. Now, I like cows. I love the idea. I'm going to stitch this. But what's wrong with those cows? Does anybody think the same thing as me? Look at their heads. They look like mice. Their heads look like a mouse head. So I'm going to see. I am not that smart to do things like this, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to find another chart that has a cow in it, and I'm going to see if I can put a different head on these cows. Because I don't want my cows to have mice heads. The head of a mouse. I don't know. You tell me what you think. Cute. I love it. It's very cute. But I am going to change their heads. And then I got henpeck. Love it, love it, love it, because I love chickens and I love patriotic, and so there's nothing that I dislike about this chart. It is perfect. Perfect, perfect. So, and then got this, the hands-on design. I think she's going to have 6 in her series come out this year. Where Liberty Dwells. This is the second one. It comes with the velvet. There's enough velvet you can either make the drum or use it for the back of the pillow. I've talked about this before in the first one she had, which is I don't know. The first one, I can't remember what it's called. I think if I put just regular fabric on the bottom of the drum, that there is enough of this to put on the back of the pillow and the top of the drum. And then when I ordered this, I ordered the pins to go with it. So when I order all of these, I'm going to order the pins to go with them because I like them. So anyway, and then back in May, I was griping about my Fabric of the Month Club. I'm not mentioning any names. Someone asked me to mention the name, and I'm not mentioning the name. You guys can all figure it out. Because May's fabric, I paid for it. When I got my invoice, I paid for it as soon as I saw it in my email, which was the same day as she invoiced me. I did not get it until the middle of June. But then she invoiced me June's. Let's see. No, this is wrong. It was, yes, May's that didn't come until June. No, it was April that did not come until May. And then, so I was kind of griping about it in one of my videos. June, I got the invoice, I paid for it. It came in June. No, May's, I got the invoice, paid for it. It came, I think, the very end of May, like within the last couple of days of May, I got it. I showed it in my last video. June, she invoiced me the middle of June. Like I said, paid for it immediately. As soon as I saw the invoice, I paid for it. July came. I got my invoice for July's fabric. I hadn't got my fabric yet. I went ahead and paid for July's fabric, the invoice, paid for it. When I come home from vacation, this was sitting in my mail pile. So I got June's in the middle of July. And I actually got the invoice the same week as I received June's fabric. So I don't know what to do. I really want to keep going on this series because I want to keep getting these. But then I'm thinking, she's not sending them to me. Maybe I should just cancel it, and I have the list. I think I can go into her site and get the list of the colors. I'm paying more for it through her than if I was to order it from 123 Stitch, because it has shipping, which I know I pay shipping with 123 Stitch, but I usually place at least one order a month, so I could just order the fabric in that color. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I've been looking at Victoria Victoria Moto. They have a fabric of the month club, but the smallest, or I guess the largest size she has is a 16 count, and I typically stitch on 14 count. And so I thought, well, maybe I would just order a piece of her 16 count and see how I like it. And if I like it, maybe cancel this one and start with hers. I don't know. But I really like the neutral colors, and I need to send an email to Nancy Turner from Victoria Moto and actually talk to her about her fabric of the month club, and then make a decision. Anyway, so I paid for June's on time, and between the 10th and the 15th, I think she sent out the invoice. This came the middle of July. We were on vacation, so it came a month later. And like I said, the same week as I got this in the mail, I got the invoice for July's, and so we will see. Anyway, love the fabric. It's oaken. I picture this plus. It's a fat quarter, I believe is what they call it. It's very pretty. It's kind of a greenish brown, and yeah, I like the fabric. I really like the fabric. I just wish she was more reliable. I'm just scared that one of these times I'm going to pay. I do pay through PayPal, luckily, but I'm scared that one of these times I'm going to pay, and then she's just not going to send it. So I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? I don't like to badmouth businesses, especially small businesses, because they need, I like supporting small businesses, but you got to ship in a timely manner. I'm telling you, ship in a timely manner. Not a month after I pay for it. Don't ship it, and don't send me another invoice if you haven't shipped this one yet. I don't know. Okay, so the next thing I have some more haul. I got this in the mail today. I have a friend who is a subscriber to my channel, and that's how I became her friend. She sent me a message, I don't remember, a few months back. I don't know if it was through Facebook or my email, I can't remember. But anyway, so we messaged back and forth on Facebook for a little bit, and then we exchanged phone numbers, and so now we text, and our stitching styles are so similar. It's not even funny. And anyway, the other day she sent me a text, and it had a picture in it. She says, hey, do you have this pattern or this chart? And I says, well, give me a minute, let me run look. So I went and looked, and I texted her back and I said, yes, I have that chart. And she's okay. She says, okay. She says, I have 2 of them. She says she was going to send me one. She's going to send me her extra copy if I didn't have it, but I did. So she says, I'm going to go ahead and send it to you anyway, and then you can do it as a giveaway on your next Flosstube video. And I'm like, oh, great. So thank you, Diane. The package came today, and not only did she send the chart that I'm going to do in my giveaway in a few minutes, she also sent me this one. It is Glory by Bent Creek. She says, she put a little note in there. She says, I know you like patriotic, and she says, I saw this and I thought of you and I sent it. And Diane, I don't have this one. So thank you so much. Love it. Love it, love it. And then one other thing. This is not stitching related, but it is quilting related. And because this is my channel and I can share my quilts if I want to and show my quilting haul, I'm going to do it. So anyway, so I am joining a quilt along, and it starts the middle of August. I ordered the kit for this months and months and months ago, and I knew it wasn't going to be delivered. I prepaid for it, but I knew it wasn't going to be delivered until July. I actually, I pre, I pre, I don't know if you can say prepaid. I pre-ordered it, but they just charge you a reservation, a non-refundable reservation fee, and then when they get ready to ship it, then they charge you for it. So they'll charge your card. And I got it in the mail. I think it was last week I got it. And it's by Lori Holt. I'm going to show you the whole thing here. So it's by Lori Holt. The quilt along is free, but you have to order the templates in order to do the quilt along. My neighbors just turned their sprinklers on. I thought it was mine coming on. I'm like, oh dang, I'm gonna get wet. Anyway, so you have to order the templates in order to do it. So that's kind of where, I guess, where she makes her money. I don't know. But you can go on her blog and you can use your own fabric stash or whatever. Anyway, so if you're interested, go to her blog. It's Be in My Bonnet, I think is what it is. Be in My Bonnet at blogspot.com, I think. Anyway, so you can go to RileyBlake.com and you can download the stitch guide, and it tells you how much you need of each fabric, or and it kind of gives you the colors that they're going to use and how much you're going to need. And it's a guide. It's free. Because I ordered the kit, I got the guide with my kit. And I always, this is the third stitch along that quilt along that I am going to do of hers. The other two I have not started, but I have made a binder of the other two. So when she posts weekly on her blog, I go on and I copy and paste, and I put it so I have a book so I have it, so I have a book, and I don't have to keep going online to look at her blog to get the instructions, because I have it all in a book. But people have asked me for a copy of my book. I can't copy it. There's copyright on it. You can copy my idea, but I cannot copy my book and send it to you. But anyway, so I put everything in a binder. This is the stitch along guide, and this is what the quilt's going to look like. And when it is finished, it doesn't say. I'm sure it does in here somewhere. I don't know how big it is. But anyway, so it's called Autumn Love. And she does applique, but her applique method is very simple. Very, very simple. And you can hand applique. It's not raw edge. Her method, how she does it, is not raw edge, but it's not turn needle. If you're not an appliquer, you may not, or a quilter, you may not understand these terms, but it is, isn't it cute? So in the guide, it just has, because you'll need some of for embroidering, because you do have to embroidery on some parts of it, like, let's see, I can show you right here on the pumpkin. Right up here, there's this swirly thing. It's embroidery. So there is embroidery on these too. So it's applique and embroidery. A little bit of piecing. Anyway, so this starts the middle of August, and I got my kit in the mail last week, and I just want to show you the fabric because it's gorgeous. So I did choose to order the kit. You don't have to. I got a discount on the kit because I had reserved it, I guess, and then I got a discount on the templates because I reserved them. So these are the templates. I'm not going to pull them out of here because they're still sealed up. I don't want to lose any of them. But they're just like a acrylic plastic, I guess, for the templates. But like I said, you do have to have the templates, and you can order these from fatquartershop.com. That's where I get mine. But you do have to have the templates to do the quilt along. So the fabric, this fabric is so pretty. Look at that. There is all colors in there. And then there's this one. And then this one. Look at all these colors. Aren't they pretty? So pretty. So my goal is, hoping anyway, it's going to start the middle of August, and I'm going to start with it. She does post weekly on, when she starts the quilts along, she posts weekly on her blog on how to make the different sections of the quilt. And she usually does 2 or 3 sections at a time. So she may do, like one week she'll probably show how to do all these little stars that's around here. And then another week she'll show how to do this. Anyway, and there's a couple of weeks I think she's going to show how to do the house. And, sorry. And it goes from the middle of August till the middle of November, I believe. So from August 13th till November 5th is how long that goes. So I don't know that I'm going to say completely caught up, but I'm going to try to, every week keep working on them. And because my goal is to get this completely done, so I have time to take it to the quilters, to have it quilted, so that I have time to get it back and get it binded, because I want to, when I go to my quilt retreat next June, I want to take this so I can hang it, because they have a, in the gymnasium, you can take your quilts in and they'll hang them up and display them, and then people vote on them, and which quilt ever has the most votes, that is the theme of the next year's quilt retreat. And so I want to take this one if I get it done. That's my goal. Excuse me, I had to set that down. That's kind of my goal. Whether it happens or not, I don't know, but I'm going to try. I'm going to really try. Okay. Oh, okay. So now for the giveaway. So I got the package in the mail today, and she sent the pattern for me, and then she sent the pattern that I am going to do for my giveaway. You must be 18. Must be a subscriber. I will check. You please do not say giveaway in the comments, because I want this to go to a real stitcher. So this is the chart I am giving away. It's by Nita Blink's design, and it's called Christmas Eve Ride. Isn't that cute? So, and I don't know, since I already have it, and Diane has it, and I'm giving it away, and Diane, if you want to, maybe we can do a stitch along. In a couple of months, when it gets closer to wanting to stitch Christmas stuff. Anyway, so if you would like to be entered to win this, say Christmas in the comments, and you will be entered to win. All right. And then I was looking for something in my file cabinet. I have all my charts by designer, and I was looking for a shepherd's bush pattern, and I can't remember what I don't even remember what shepherd's bush pattern I was looking for, but I was looking for a particular one to see if I had it. And I came across this. It's Love by Shepherd's Bush. I have 2 of them. I keep everything listed in a document file on my computer, and I don't know how I ended up with 2 of them, but I have 2 of them. So I'm going to also give this one away. So if you'd like to be entered for this one, say love in the comments. So you can enter for both of them. If you want to enter for both of them, say Christmas and love. Or if you want to just enter Christmas, say Christmas. If you want to enter love, say love. If you win one, you can't win both. So I'm going to do the random number generator, and I will do it before I start my next video. And so I'll announce the winners in my next video. So if you win one, you can't win the other, but you can't enter for both of them. So anyway, my next video will probably be, I'm going to just try to just do them once a month. My plan was to do this video on Wednesday because I have the day off, and I just had more time. I worked today. I used to work in an office 8 hours a day. No big deal. Sometimes I would work overtime and I would work 9 or 10 hours. No big deal. Not a big deal. Working 8 hours in a grocery store with the public, with on your feet, it it's a lot. I'm just saying it's a lot. And even just working with the public is a lot. I'm not a social person. And I think it's because I socialize all day at work. And when I get home, I don't want to talk to anybody. So anyway, my plan was on Wednesday to do this video. Well, and due to some circumstances, I'm not able to. I have a friend that needed kind of fell on hard times, and she needed a place to stay so she can get back up on her feet. So we have let her move into our spare bedroom, and usually our work schedules are opposite of each other, and because she usually works she usually works afternoons and evenings, and I usually work mornings and afternoons. And she usually works on days that I'm off, and I usually work on days that she's off. So I was planning on doing this on Wednesday. Well, come to find out, we both have Wednesday off, and I didn't really want to do this with her in the house. And then Thursday and Friday, my husband's home, and I'm babysitting grandkids, and excuse after excuse after excuse, I know. Anyway, so I just kind of thought, I got home from work today, and I thought I'm just going to do a quick video. And so here you go. What else do I have? Since I'm outside on my patio, I'm going to show you my flowers on my patio. Look at them. Aren't they gorgeous? They are just, I think they are doing so good, and I think it's because they are in the sun in the morning, and then they go into partial sun and then in shade in the afternoon, and they are just doing beautiful. And I thought with this heat they were just gonna shrivel up and die, but they have just gone crazy. I have the same flowers planted out front in my flower bed, and some days they look really good, and other days they look like they just want to shrivel up and die because it's so hot. But anyway, they're very pretty. Also, I have a very small garden. I have 3 tomato plants and 2 cucumber plants, and I am starting to get tomatoes, lots of tomatoes. And yesterday, my friend was outside, and she picked 2 cucumbers, and they are long. They're huge. So I'm starting to get a few vegetables out of my very tiny garden. I did not want, my husband's like, do you want a big garden? Because when we landscaped a year ago, last spring, we put in, because we did our remodel, our backyard was all tore up, and so we had to replant the grass and redo parts of the sprinkler system and such. And when the landscaper came in and did all of that, my husband says, oh, do you want a big spot for your garden? And I'm like, no. I am not going to go out in 90+ degree weather and weed a garden. But I says I would like a little spot so I can have fresh tomatoes and fresh cucumbers, because when you buy them in the store, they are not the same. And so a lot of times in the summer when I get off work and it's just really hot and I'm tired, my favorite thing is a fresh tomato sliced up with cottage cheese. And that's what I'll have for dinner. Anyway, it's time for me to get off of here. This video has gone on longer than I thought it was ever going to go on, because I didn't think I had that much to show you. But I've been rambling, and so it's time to say goodbye. So everybody have a great rest of July, and I will see you back sometime in the middle of August. Bye.